Hello and welcome to LOC Focus. It is post-match reaction show time after Liverpool have won yet again. Liverpool have overcome ridiculous odds yet again. Liverpool have won it late on in jammy fashion yet again. Yep, that's right. The Reds have once again done it in the most painful, stressful, hilarious and cruel way you can possibly imagine. Once I say it every single week now, but I'm going to say it again. All of those Man City players were settling down on a Friday night to watch this game, crossing their fingers, crossing their toes, crossing everything they could that Liverpool would drop points. And they saw that Shane Long goal go in and they thought, yes, tonight's the night we really pull away and we can stamp authority on the title race. Then Keita equalises, but they think it's okay. Southampton are still in this. It's coming up, 70 minutes, 75 minutes, 80 minutes. They're thinking, you know what, this might actually happen. We might actually have the opportunity to pull 3 points clear at the top. And then Liverpool do what Liverpool do now. Mo Salah does what Mo Salah has always done in a Liverpool shirt. He came up when it mattered most. That 9-goal drought, if you want to call it that, because if you ask me, he deserves the goal against Spurs. He made the difference there, and he did it yet again tonight. I thought it was bizarre that Sky Sports gave him the Man of the Match award, because apart from that, he doesn't really do anything, but that's what Mo Salah offers you. That's a goal we haven't really seen from Mo Salah for a while, and to the point where I was almost surprised by the speed he showed to get into that position. And if there's one thing that shouldn't surprise you about Mo Salah, it's that he is very, very, very fast. As soon as he receives that ball, he's got nothing else in his mind apart from getting up that other end as quick as possible and scoring the goal that gets Liverpool right back in the thick of the title race. Everybody, I'm sure, was screaming to pass it to Firmino, thinking of all the times we've criticised him for being selfish and shooting and thinking, please, this time just pass it. But Mo Salah has the balls on him to actually still take on the shot, and take on the shot in audacious fashion as well. He doesn't slot it, he doesn't blam it, he dinks it into the back of the net, which is absolutely phenomenal. The guy is a fantastic footballer, and whatever you want to say about the drought, and to be honest, I don't want to hear anything about the drought because I think he was fantastic during that period anyway. He was still a very influential footballer for Liverpool Football Club and helped set up a lot of important goals. But whatever you want to say about it, that guy is a born goal scorer. There is something inside him. I don't know where it's come from. I don't know why it's taken this long to awaken within him, but there's something within that man that just means that when the pressure is on, when the going gets tough, when everyone else around you is thinking, you know what, there's no chance here, Mo Salah comes up with the goods pretty much every single time. And when we needed it most, when the title hopes were yet again on the line, and it looks like it's going to be that way for the rest of the season, if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't think Liverpool are going to win another game easy for the rest of this campaign now. I think all 6 games are going to be tight. They're going to be tough. They're not going to be teams getting blown away. But I think what's great about that is that I still think Liverpool are going to win every single game. And if you don't come out of that match thinking we're going to win the league, whether you're a Liverpool fan, a neutral, or even a City fan, get your head checked. There's no way a team does something like that, having done something like that about 10 times already this season, and doesn't walk away with the big shiny thing come May. City can do whatever they like. They are going to drop points. I'm absolutely sure of it. The games they've got, Spurs at home, United away, Crystal Palace away and Burnley away, they're difficult fixtures as well. And they've got to juggle FA Cup games and a difficult Champions League time, potentially a semi-final as well, all within the space of this month in April. They're going to struggle. At some point, I'm sure they're going to drop points. And any other season, that'll be fine. But when this Liverpool side are on your tail, you have got serious problems if you think you can drop the ball even once. Because these boys, these Liverpool boys in red, they are going to come for you. Like I said, Liverpool weren't great today. They didn't blow Southampton away. They have had multiple games like that this season. And every single game, they've won. How do you contend with a team like that? How do you contend with a team where you can say, look, we can dominate the ball, dominate the chances, get the better expected goals. We can have the man of the match, the second man of the match. Everyone on the pitch can give their absolute all. But at the end of the day, Liverpool are still probably going to win it because that is just what we do. Tonight was fantastic. Tonight was yet another statement, and it feels like Liverpool are going to make a statement every single week now. And I think it's so important that we do that because some people have almost pointed it out after the Spurs game. Winning like this, as much as it doesn't do your goal difference huge favours, as much as it's going to jeopardise Alisson's hopes of winning the Golden Glove or whatever, and some of our top scorers might not score so many goals, winning like this every single week will kill your opponent. Man City will not be able to deal with this. You know, Bernardo Silva has done a lot of interviews where he said that he watches these games. He wants Liverpool to drop points. This is killing them inside. And like I said, they're going to stumble at some point because of just how good this Liverpool team is. I mean, I've talked enough about the title race. Let's have a little bit of a word on the performance. I think in general, like I said, Liverpool weren't that great, but I thought if there's one thing Jurgen Klopp got absolutely bang on, and it's something he's struggled with in the past, it's his substitutions. First of all, he makes the call, and he makes the call early, and that's absolutely fantastic. He sees that we can't just do a 15-minute flurry at the end of the game and expect to get a goal out of that. He sees that we're going to have to start applying the pressure early on. We're going to have to start applying it with about half an hour to go and hope that at some point within that half hour, the law of averages will balance out and it will work out in our favour. And I think as soon as he made those subs and we saw what it did to the game, I realised that he got it absolutely right. I thought, you know what, he's got this spot on because now we're turning the screw, and even though every single time it seems to not come off, at some point the bounce will go our way. The Alderweireld bounce will go our way. The Pickford on the bar bounce will go our way. Something will happen that will go in Liverpool's favour and lead to us getting the goal we absolutely crave. And I think, you know, huge credit to Milner, who did a fantastic job at right back. I'm not entirely sure why Trent comes off. He's not having the best game, but still Milner at right back is a hell of a risk, and he has a pretty good game, to be fair to him, although he's not really tested that much defensively. Jordan Henderson is absolutely fantastic. He was mustard tonight. And you know what? I said Mo Salah probably didn't deserve man of the match. I think Jordan Henderson deserves it tonight, if not for that celebration alone. You know, if you're a Liverpool supporter, how can you not love someone who celebrates a Liverpool goal like that, who cares that much about the club, who cares that much about this title push, that they look like their head's going to explode just because they've scored a kind of a cushioning goal in the last few minutes of a game away to Southampton. That is the man I want with the captain's armband on, and I thought he was absolutely terrific for the last half hour today. I think that advanced role, he said in his post-match interview, he's been talking to Jurgen Klopp about that, and that's another great thing you want from your captain as well. Someone who backs himself, someone who believes that, you know, if he can get that word in, if he can actually have a conversation with the manager and impose his own will upon the team, that's what's going to get us further along. That's what's going to do us favours. Jordan Henderson is a fantastic Liverpool captain, and I don't want to hear anyone say otherwise. It was great to see him get the goal tonight. Great to see him get the celebration. Obviously great to see Mo get a goal as well. I've said enough about Mo Salah as well already. Naby Keita as well. Almost feels like he hasn't scored his first Liverpool goal because it was a bit of a weird one, let's be honest. I think anyone who had money on Naby Keita's first goal being a header, you know, what are next week's lottery numbers? Please tell me, because I don't think anyone saw that coming. But hey-ho, it was a great time to get the goal. Fantastic from Naby Keita. Great cross from Trent Alexander-Arnold as well. You know, he really, really needed that goal. That second half, that half hour at the end of the game where we just put on relentless pressure does not happen without Naby Keita scoring that goal. So that was absolutely fantastic. The celebration as well was absolutely mint. It was great to see that little bromance with Sadio Mane coming out for us all to watch on the pitch. So that was great. I mean, all things considered, apart from the fact the goal we conceded was a bit of a shambles, even though Alisson, you know, in his superhuman qualities, actually very nearly saved it. Apart from that, I thought Liverpool were absolutely ace tonight, even though we weren't amazing, and that's always what makes me happy. The fact that we didn't bulldoze Southampton, but we found ways. We were constantly solving problems. Jurgen Klopp and his team were always changing things, tinkering with things, making big decisions on the touchline, putting their balls on the line and saying, you know what? You know, people will probably think that Henderson and Milner coming on with half an hour to go when we're chasing a goal is absolutely mad, but we think it's going to work. We know it's going to work, so we're going to do it. That's what you need in a title race. You need people who believe in what they're doing, who know that they are right, who have conviction, who have belief. We saw it against Spurs as well, that with the goal that we scored. That goal comes from sheer belief that we're going to make it happen. The Mo Salah goal as well today comes from Mo's sheer belief that he can score. You know, not even a belief, just kind of a recognition of just how good he is, and understanding that this is how the game's going to be played. It's not played on anyone else's terms. It is played on Liverpool's terms, regardless of how good the opposition is and regardless of how well they play and perform. So yeah, a statement from Liverpool, a statement that absolutely everyone is going to hear. Everyone who isn't a Liverpool supporter and for some weird reason doesn't want us to win the league is going to be absolutely terrified of, and a statement that is going to have Man City quaking in their boots. So that is all for today's video. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, as always, hit the like button down there, hit that subscribe button there if you're around here. Check out some of the other videos that have been out on the channel over the past few days as well. Don't forget to follow at LFC Focus TV on Twitter, and I'll be back soon with the pre-match content for that next game, which is against Porto in the Champions League. Until then, bye for now.